this basically started with me 3D printing these PETG, these plastic plugs to go in all these body holes. Because, so the front, I've got the ABS panels for the door panels, and the back, I still haven't decided exactly what I will do eventually, but I really like the exposed body section, so I decided to do something that fills those in. For one, it's going to be less material overall, so theoretically minor weight reduction, but you know, every little bit adds up, and it's going to be a lot less material, and I just think it looks pretty cool. So I started with, you know, just making these different plugs for all the little holes and stuff. And color is the closest I could get. You know, there's either it's too dark or it's too light. It'd be hard to find something that's exactly the same match. And you could even get custom filaments, and I just don't think that's worth it. I don't know. I started out with black. I might go back with that as far as for these big panels to fill in, just so it matches the ABS panels in the front. I don't know. But then I realized I could use this spot to mount these speakers, which I've been looking for a place to do that. Of course, before, the cabinets were on this side, and this seat was all the way over the left, which now it's in the center, and I'm going to build out the cabinets on either side. Instead of having that big closet in the back, I will still have a headbanger that will go all the way across. I took it out initially because I'm 6'6", and with the rear view mirror I couldn't see out the back anyway, so now I just have a full-time camera for my rear view mirror. So in the meantime, I'll have these. It's going to be covered up with those cabinets anyway, so it's not going to make a whole lot of difference. But if someone were to do it like for a weekender or something like that, you know, this would be, of course, you're not going to have one big panel for where the door hole is. But for now, and you know, I thought it was kind of neat to make it to where I have these points on here where it mounts, so it mounts to this lip. Initially, my intention was to make a part that went in and just kind of snapped in place, which I can still do that. You can see like these panels back here that don't have, they're not carrying anything. This and here, those are just kind of stuck in place with like the alien tape, the double-sided kind of stretchy sort of stuff, and it works fantastic. Holds up to high heat, so I mean, if someone else wanted to do that at some point, they could. I'm going to fine-tune them a little bit more and change the way the connection point is here. What I have on here right now is kind of janky, but it works. Like I said, I wanted to have something that fit past in here that kind of snapped in place, but what I'm going to do instead is have it sit on here, and then the profile will go out to the edge, sort of like this. But this is actually what's called a brim from the 3D printer, just kind of holds it in place. I left it on there to see how it would fill out. So basically, this will be at the same level as this, and then it will go out, and it's chamfered on the edges, and it'll just basically snap right into place and fill that in straight back, you know, I mean, panel by panel. So just thought it was kind of neat. And this, of course, I'm trying to hide, this is the wires from the solar panels, which are less janky than they were, but I got it kind of running through the chassis and then coming out here, and then it goes to the battery, and then of course I've got this harness built because I've got all my AGMs down here right now. I've got 2 of them, amps and stuff. This is the sub box. All that's going to get moved around, but just for right now, I know that looks like a nest a bit, but there is a method to my madness. Eventually, these are just the AGM batteries I got. I got a good deal on them, so you know, until I have a lithium phosphate, which will very likely either go in a compartment under the floor here, or most likely in a compartment back here in this space, which people have done that. It's amazing. I've seen some cut out, and this guy, everything is cut out across here all the way to the front. And I'm not doing all that, of course, but there'll be a tub in here where I'll be able to keep the lithium phosphate battery, and then I've got a dry cell battery that's going to go where the diesel batteries go back here. And to get it out, and then of course I'll use the compartment under the seat. It'll be just for storage, then more storage. And then of course behind the driver's seat where people put the 100 amp hour, I've got the fuel tank for the diesel heater, which is now mounted underneath the chassis. And but yeah, I like these little infill pattern thing. They're kind of neat. It's kind of neat little touch. But yeah, just wanted to share that.